1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines: Pakistan has urged the international community to come together for cessation of hostilities between Israel and Palestinians. National Resilience Day is being observed today to express solidarity with the victims of the 2005 earthquake. Foreign nationals residing illegally in Pakistan have 23 days to leave the country. In the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023, India will play against Australia at Chennai today. And now the news in detail. Pakistan has called on the international community to come together for cessation of hostilities, protection of civilians, and a lasting peace in the Middle East. In a statement, the Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Pakistan is closely monitoring the unfolding situation in the Middle East and eruption of hostilities between Israel and Palestinians. Meanwhile, President Dr. Arif Alvi and the caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar have urged for maximum restraint to prevent further bloodshed and loss of human lives. The caretaker Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Jilani says Pakistan is deeply concerned by the escalating hostility in the Middle East and the loss of innocent lives. In a tweet, he said, "We stand in solidarity with the Palestinians and call for an immediate end to the violence and oppression by the Israeli occupation forces." Jalil Abbas Jilani said a viable and sovereign state of Palestine must be established on the basis of pre-1967 borders and the United Nations resolutions. He said the international community needs to intervene to bring an end to the conflict, protect civilians, and work towards a lasting peace in the Middle East. The United Nations Security Council has convened an emergency private meeting later today to discuss the raging Israel-Palestinian conflict. Meanwhile, the top United Nations officials said they are in close contact with all the concerned to urge maximum restraint following horrific scenes of violence. The death toll in the emerging brutal Israeli aggression on the Gaza Strip has risen to 232, with over 1,600 others injured. In a statement, Palestinian Ministry of Health strongly condemned the repeated targeting of medical personnel and healthcare facilities by Israeli fighter jets. The Palestinian Ministry of Health urged the international community to intervene and protect medical personnel, healthcare facilities, and ambulances from Israeli attacks. On the other side, the Israeli government has confirmed that at least 300 Israelis were killed and over 1,500 others injured in the ongoing military escalation with Palestinian groups in Gaza. Meanwhile, fighting between Israeli forces and Hamas is still underway in several communities at the Israeli-Gaza border. According to Al Jazeera television, there are at least 7 areas where the Israeli military is still battling Palestinian fighters. A division head and a major of the Israeli army are among 26 Israeli soldiers confirmed to have been killed by the Israeli fighters. The National Resilience Day is being observed today across the country to express solidarity with the victims of the 2005 earthquake. In the separate messages on the occasion, the President Dr. Arif Alvi and the caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar have reaffirmed the commitment to enhance national preparedness and strengthen resilience in the face of disasters. The President, in his message, said we come together to express our solidarity and compassion for the families who have endured the devastating effects of unprecedented natural disasters. The caretaker Prime Minister, in his message, said Pakistan is moving towards a proactive approach to cope with the challenge of climate change. He said on this day we aim to raise awareness on the devastating impacts of climate change, induced disasters with a special focus on disaster resilience. In Azad Jammu and Kashmir, the 18th anniversary of the 2005 earthquake is being observed today to express solidarity with the victims. The day dawned with special prayers in mosques for high ranks of the martyrs' souls, the prosperity and development of Pakistan, and early liberation of the Indian illegally occupied Kashmir. Following the blowing of sirens, a 1 minute silence was observed at all the district headquarters at 8:52 a.m. to pay respect to the martyrs. Quran Khwani prayer ceremonies, documentaries showing and depicting events of the mysteries, pictorial exhibitions, awareness walks, candle vigils, seminars, and speech contests are being held in all the 10 districts of the state. All 3 stations of Azad Kashmir Radio are broadcasting documentaries and discussions on the occasion. Foreign nationals residing illegally in Pakistan have 23 days to leave the country. The government has asked aliens to leave Pakistan by the 1st of next month, otherwise, the law enforcement agencies will ensure their arrest and expulsion from the country. And finally, cricket. In the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023, India will face Australia in Chennai. The match will start at 1330 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk. And you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.